Welcome back to an Irish cottage in the woods. We had a bereavement last year, and whilst it's very easy to smile from the wrists down and I was able to carry on doing my blog, didn't really feel so much like doing videos. It's a new year, it's a new start. We'll get on. It's the 18th of February today, and yes, we've got snizzle. It's a kind of snowy, drizzly grottiness. I'm actually stood in the doorway of the cottage. I'm going to step back. I'm actually stood in the doorway of the cottage, and the winds that had been with us, Storm Eunice, had died down, but they're back. And it's sunning, as you can clearly see, and snizzling, and the skies are leaden, and the trees are howling. And it's just a classic Irish day where you get a bit of everything all at once. As you can perhaps see if I pan down slowly, we had a drop of rain overnight too. Well, rain, snow, sleet, hail. Let's go with precipitation. I was starting here because I wanted to show you the trees there. I'm actually holding the camera still and straight. Those trees really are slowly falling over like a drunken uncle at a party, as a friend once said. Gradually, each storm, they're going further. That one is still perfectly upright. That's a birch. They are goat willow. And goat willows do that. Well, actually, most of them are goat willow. One of them's an alder. The one nearest the birch is an alder. The rest are goat willow. And they do gradually fall over. That won't stop them growing. It just means they're growing horizontally. I'll show you another one that's doing that. This is the one we call the fallen goddess tree. I'm a bit out of breath because I've just trekked across 2 fields, and it started to blizzard while I was doing it. Hopefully you're still picking my voice up, not just the howl of the wind. We used to call her the goddess tree because she seemed to have such a womanly shape to her branches. And then a storm or two back, she went over. But that didn't stop her. And she's carried on growing beautifully, even though she's only, as you can perhaps see, she's only got a tiny little bit still in the ground. But it's enough. Goat willows are one of the most resilient trees I've ever come across. So yeah, she continues to grow. And the amazing thing about her, and if I pan round, Yggdrasil over there, I'll come back because I want to go back to the goddess for some other reasons, but they both started out as gateposts. A former resident of this holding cut some timber, banged it into the ground as a gatepost, and being goat willow, it took root. They are wonderful trees for that. Here in the west coast of Ireland, in the wonderful peaty soils, you only have to poke a bit in and off they'll go. And I'm going over because I want to show you the bottom of her and what's left. There you go, there's the bowl, and you can see there's very little still in the ground. All this fresh growth has come out of the former trunk of the tree, and you can clearly see a lot of the branches have just simply turned the other way, turned upright. And beyond her, in the hollow, and I'm going round here, trying not to trip over brambles, down there, underneath that part of her root ball, you can see all the stones of the wall that she was planted into, and under there's quite a hefty pond, which is full of frogs at the moment. I'm going to pan up so you can see. We're in a sunny blizzard here on the west coast, so the frogs have taken refuge in the pond, and I'm hanging on to my hat, and I'm going to pan back round slowly, and you're probably getting deafened now by the wind. The cottage is over there, and you can see how much the trees are blowing and billowing, but I wanted to show you goat willows today and pan back over Priest Churchfield and watch the weather, and promise to try and do more videos this year. I promise to try, I don't promise to do. That would be foolish. But welcome back, and I'll see you again soon.